It's Michael again. Thanks for your time today. I'm going to be walking you through timesheets and timesheet approvals with intervals. There are other time lessons about tracking time. This one is specifically around timesheet approvals. And with timesheets and intervals, it might be helpful to quickly explain what a timesheet is. With intervals, a timesheet is not a clock in, clock out timesheet like a paper timesheet that people used to use back in the day. With intervals, time tracking is all about tracking productivity in time chunks worked on tasks or worked on projects. So whenever you're applying time, it's a unit of work performed as opposed to clock in, clock out. So that's a good distinction between some other time tracking systems out there. Also, a timesheet in intervals is not created until at least one time entry has been added. And the reason why that's done is some of our customers don't track time. So if you never add a time entry, you never get any of the overdue notifications or approval notifications. If you're wondering if somebody hasn't tracked time for a given week, the missing timesheets section can be used for that. It's out here in time, missing timesheets, and it can be used to notify and also see who hasn't tracked time for a given week. So once you do track time, so once you've added a time entry for a week, a timesheet is created for you. And there's a flow to approve time that's built in. So every Monday, each user that has tracked time will receive a header alert. This is the one that an administrator gets showing that timesheets are ready to be approved. Each person gets a similar alert that says, please submit your time for last week. And then once those timesheets have been submitted, all administrator users get this header alert that shows these timesheets are ready to be approved. You can go and view the timesheets, edit time entries. You can reject it and send a note to the person asking them to correct things. And then once the time sheet has been approved, approved time sheets are locked. And this is done for our customers with compliance needs and then also to help with billing for our customers that use invoicing. When a timesheet is approved, that week in question for that particular user cannot be edited. You can't add new time. You can't edit time. If you have a scenario where you actually need to change the time, you can go in, look up the timesheet, run a filter, unapprove the time, edit it, make it billable, unbillable, move it to a different project, that type of thing, and then reapprove it, and that locks the week. So this is an introductory to timesheets, how they're created. There's a weekly submittal and approve flow. Sometimes it comes up in support. People wonder who can approve timesheets. At this time, any administrator level user can approve time. There's not a way to associate certain people with certain resources, that sort of thing, to approve time. And the reason why that's done is the project level permissions that intervals features. Since administrators see everybody and see all projects, you could run into a scenario where if a manager was approving a timesheet, they only see people where they share access to one project. So they might not see everything that the person is working on. So the timesheet approval mechanism would get very complicated where somebody's approving a partial timesheet for that particular project. So with intervals, any administrator can approve time. This is introduction to timesheet approvals. Thanks.